Alright, good morning and welcome. In this analytical lesson, we determine the value of unknowns using length, gradient, etc. Right? So, given length of a side, so number one, they say, determine the value of k, that k, if my AB equal 5 units in length, A is 5 and k, and P is 1 and negative 3. So, distance formula, AB equals square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. AB is 5 units in length. If I substitute my x, 5 minus 1 all squared plus k minus 3 all squared. So that's 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 squared would give me 16. K minus 3 gives me k plus 3 all squared. If I square both sides to get rid of the square root, 5 squared is 25, and the square would get rid of the square root sign. So I'm left with 16 plus k plus 3 all squared. 25 minus 16 would give me 9, and I'm left with k plus 3 all squared. Square root of 9 plus minus 3, square root of k plus 3 squared would give me k plus 3. So therefore, k plus 3 equal positive 3, or k plus 3 equal negative 3. So 3 minus 3, k equals 0, or my plus 3 goes over, minus 3 minus 3, k equal negative 6. So that k has two possible values for it to be equal to 5 units. So that's given the length. Right, in the second problem, if A is negative 4, negative 3, B and E, which 6 and k are collinear, the equation of AB is 5y plus x plus 19 equals 0. Determine the values of k. So we have 5y plus x plus 19 is the equation for A and B. So we can work out what's the gradient of A and B. Why do I want the gradient? There the word says collinear. So gradient of AB must equal gradient BE, or gradient AB must equal gradient AE. Because collinear means they are on the same line. So if I take plus x and plus 19 over, they become minus x, minus 19. 1 to y is the subject of the formula, so therefore divide by 5. Gives me minus 1 over 5x, minus 19 over 5. So gradient AB equal negative 1 over 5. Remember, that's the m value. So gradient AE, A and E must equal gradient A and B because they are collinear points. So a gradient AE, my y, k minus 3 and 6 minus 4 must equal gradient AB, which is negative 1 over 5. So k, negative times negative makes that k plus 3. 6 plus 4, remember negative and negative positive. So 6 plus 4 gives me 10. Multiply the denominator away and I have minus 1 times 10 over 5. So minus 10 divided by 5 would give me negative 2. Take plus 3 over, it becomes minus 3. Therefore k then equal minus 2 minus 3, which is minus 5. And they have solved the unknown k given collinear points. So look at the next. Right, now in this problem, we've given you two parallel sides. Right, so given that AB is parallel to CD, and A is minus 5 and 0, B is 1 and 4, C is 6 and 1, and T is 0 and y, determine the value of y. So for those two lines to be parallel, I can conclude that gradient CD equal gradient AB. Right, so for CD, that's going to read y minus 1, because I'm using C and D, and 0 minus 6. Gradient AB, y2 minus y1 will read 4 minus 0 for my y values. For my x values, 1 minus 5. So that gives me y minus 6. It's negative 6, so there becomes 4 times the negative 6. And 1 minus 1 becomes 1 plus 5, which gives me 6. Alright, 4 times negative 6 gives me negative 24. Negative 24 divided by 6 would give me negative 4. If I take minus 1 across the equal sign, comes plus 1, and minus 4 plus 1 then gives me minus 3. So there, working with parallel sides, we're going to use gradient. Right? And the last problem here, given that AB is perpendicular to CB, and A is minus 4 and 1, B is x and minus 3, C is 3 and 0, and D is 0 and 4. Determine the values of x, provided x is less than 0. Right, so this is generally when we have more than one answer, we specify or try to assist you so you know which one of them are the correct answer. So for two lines to be perpendicular, if we multiply their gradients, it must be equal to minus 1. So say gradient AB times gradient CB must equal minus 1. Right, so for AB, it's going to read minus 3 minus 1 on the top. X minus minus 4. And then for CB will be 3, or start again, minus 3 minus 0. X minus 3, that equal minus 1. Minus 3 minus 1 would give me negative 4. Negative times negative become positive, so that reads x plus 4 times minus 3 over x minus 3 equal minus 1. Multiply the top out there, minus 4 times negative 3. And the x plus 4 and x minus 3. Just multiply the denominators away, so that becomes minus 1 times x plus 4 times x minus 3. Negative 4 times negative 3 would give me positive 12. If I multiply negative 1 in there, that x becomes negative x, and the 4 becomes negative 4. Take note, the value in front can only be multiplied in one of the two brackets. I don't multiply it in both brackets. So that bracket stays x minus 3. So negative x times x would give me negative x squared. Minus 4x, two closest. Minus 3 times minus x gives me positive 3x. So minus 4x plus 3x gives me minus x. Negative 4 times negative 3 gives me plus 12. Right, 12, if I bring it across, 12 minus 12 would cancel 0. And there I can just simply divide by a negative, so that becomes positive x squared and positive x. Right, no constant value, so therefore because I only have x separated by a plus sign, I always look for a common factor. So if I take out x, x squared divided by x gives me x. Positive divided by positive, stay positive. X divided by x gives me 1. Therefore, x equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. And if I take the plus 1 over, x equal minus 1. Right, so in this case, x must be less than 0, so x equal negative 1, which is a value less than 0. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please share with whoever you know needs help and so on, so we can help as many learners as possible. Wish you nothing but the best. Stay the great person you are. Bye.